Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is Indy Open at Richmond. This is the second attempt I've had at this. First time out, just somebody and just got underneath of me and pushed up off two and got together. And then, yeah, they didn't handle that too well and proceeded to try to wreck me on pit road. But not going to include that here. But we had a little sit down with ourselves after some of my oval races I was doing, specifically in the fixed series. Gateway, I was being really defensive of my positions. Kind of pissed somebody off. Really just, I should have just let this person by. Homestead, I was just being a complete idiot. I blocked somebody I didn't block them to the apron. I just went to the apron to defend, to say, do not try to go underneath me. And then they drove on the apron and then we crashed. So I just kind of sat down and was like, I need to do a little bit better. I need to just be more focused on being safe. And then I did my Indy fixed race and there's a Pocono and there's a wreck that I couldn't avoid. Just going into the tunnel turn that I got involved in. And then here, exiting turn 2, we had something happen. So yeah, we're gonna jump into this. We're the number 1 car. We're gonna hope that we can kind of finish first or second here, and yeah, let's hope we have a good race. Alrighty, so getting ready to go green here. We actually finished the race that we had that wreck in. It was actually pretty fun just to kind of run around here. I really would like to have seen this race happen in real life. Oh, well, okay. We're gonna run mix 1, at least early here. Gonna focus on hitting our marks. We found this really good line I like where we're running the, trying to get down to the bottom here. Try to be easy on the throttle, just make sure that we're not sliding the rears too much, because this might go green all the way to the end. At some point here, we're going to drop down our mix. We're running mix 1. And a car in the back just hit the wall. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, this was actually on the calendar for Indycar in 2020. But the pandemic hit, and this race got shuttered. I used to run this track back in the old IRO 5 days. And I'll be honest, after running this, running that race last night, or not last night, but whatever, I ended up running that Indy Open race. I would be in favor of this coming back on the calendar, just because it would be so much different than anything we've experienced in IndyCar at the moment. I know we've got Milwaukee on the schedule this year, and we've got Iowa. I think Iowa and this track is going to have a similar problem with the marbles. And we've dropped our engine map to 5. It's funny, when they drop the engine map down, I feel like it's easier to run your pace. It makes it easier on the tires. At least from my experience. It is going to cost you about a 10th or so a lap, but in this position where I'm kind of maintaining a position, I can run map 5, save some fuel, and be in a good position for later. That guy came off the wall just a little bit. Trying to get out of the way. That's kind of scared me. But he's learning. The unfortunate thing is I don't think I'm going to be able to save enough fuel to make it without stopping. But we can make it about now. That crash, and that was a 4-car. So we'll be back. Well, first we'll do the pit stops, and then we'll be back here with the restart.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. That's it. Go. Line up. Single.
Alright, getting ready for the restart here. We're gonna start in mix 1. Just kind of get the start going.
Getting ready. Going green. Pace car is in. Green, green, green.
Alright, we're gonna give us one more lap of mix 1, and then we're gonna make a little bit of a mistake there. Drop it down to mix 5. Someone's off. Saving a little bit of fuel here if we can. Remember, we need to maintain a lift into turn 1. Or maybe not even need a lift right now. We'll focus on that when we need it later. I know it's not as dramatic here. In real life, there'd be marbles absolutely everywhere outside of the racing groove. And it'd be so hard to pass here. Harder to pass, really, than any other else you'd see on the IndyCar schedule. So I think this would be a really cool race for them to have in real life. And especially in the talks now for Richmond to lose a cup date, they should really try to get a Richmond race here. Because if you look at a map of all the races in IndyCar, as someone who is a big IndyCar fan and lives about like 3 corners away from this racetrack, like, there's no East Coast accessible, like, racetracks. Like, Virginia and North Carolina, that market is so big for motorsports, and you have nothing even remotely close. Sure, you've got Nashville, but that's, you know, like, what, 6 hours away from Charlotte? And unless you're, like, an absolute diehard fan, you're not going to make that trip. Yeah, and I'm sure if they bring a race here to Richmond, they'd get a ton of people out for it. Especially if you have a cup day that's taken away. Well, hopefully he causes troubles for the guy in second. Actually, not. I hope he doesn't, because that would mean potentially a caution. If you hold him up a little bit, that'd probably be helpful. Now, we're like 2 laps to the good right now, but it's so close. It's so dependent on what I'm doing in a lap. I'm a little bit more on throttle 1 lap. I'm not good. I'm a little too conservative. I'm up by 2. If you're wondering why I'm not doing the upshifts like that, where I'm kind of not letting the lights go full out, is from my understanding from the Brendan Lichtenberg, the i5G video, is actually the best way to fuel save in IndyCars is to run a higher or lower gear at half throttle than running a like 5th gear half throttle. It saves more fuel than 6th gear full throttle. Plus your lift phases too help a lot with fuel mileage. And we're also running map 5 right now, but I think we're gonna stay out the entire race, if it allows us to. I don't think there's enough time to make up the 3 or 4 laps you're gonna lose coming on pit road with these. Especially with how fall off is gonna creep up on you if you're that guy having to charge through the field. I feel like they'll even out quicker. Okay, so we're currently running 2 on the weight jacker, because I feel like it's keeping it off the right front a little bit. I'm not trying to power off the right rear, but I feel like I'm kind of maintaining some right front in certain areas. Yeah, all the laps I go high, I'm actually burning more fuel than I need to be. And caution. Alright, so we got a pit for...
Catch stop, stick. Sharp, catch stop, stick. Sharp, catch stop, ball, sharp. Catch the pace car.
Alright, well that was weird. We'll come down and we'll pit for tires and fuel, and we'll run mix 1 at the end.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. That's it, go. Line up.
Alrighty, getting ready for the restart here. We can run mix 1. We added fuel here. Hopefully we didn't add too much. But I wanted to make sure that we can run mix 1 all the way to the finish of the race.
Car is in. Ring, ring, ring.
Alright, I think I had a little too much fuel. Ooh, haha. Or not like that. Did not like that. Okay then. Yep, we need to not do that. That was scary. Early upshift to 4th or something there, maybe. Help with that. Wish a guy wouldn't do like a cut down, like exit of 4.
Clear.
Yeah, we overfilled by 21 laps of fuel. So we have about 3 more gallons than we need. My hope is that everyone else forgot to do that, and they've been running mix 5 or something, and then their fuel mileage is all messed up, so they gotta sit here and save for the entire race. Oh, somebody's off. Oh, another car's off. Yeah, 7 cars probably gonna cause a caution here. Still yellow on the marker. Alright, it's owed. That's good. Yeah, this would be, I think, I know it's, you people are thinking of like Iowa and stuff when it single files out, but this with the tire wear, I think I heard Joseph Newgarden say this place is going to have like 4 seconds of fall off or something if they come here. But that combined with how difficult it is to pass, plus with how the front stretch and the back stretch are, like this turn 1 is going to be just like try to get lower than the other guy or set him up to pass him on the backstretch here. And then how the entry of this corner works is that's going to be like a really big choke point. So I would love to see IndyCars come here in real life, because we're not going to see them go to many big tracks anymore. I think those days are unfortunately over. I'd love to see them, you know, go to Chicagoland or any other worn out mile and a halves. But I don't think we'll unfortunately be able to see that. Yeah, I know NASCAR gets, you know, NASCAR is the oval series in the US, but I always thought IndyCar had something really cool with how they are the fastest things on ovals. You know, maybe one day we can see maybe not another open wheel oval series, but a like not like a split, but maybe some more USF 2000 or Maybe Indy NXT running at some of these short ovals. We see him run at IRP. We see him run at Gateway. We see him run at Iowa. I think Richmond's one of those tracks that kind of gets left out of the equation, especially with the market that it's in for race fans. I know if they come here, I'm going. Oh, they're bringing Nitro Rallycross here at the end of the year. I need to get down out of the dirty air of Tony here. There's another car off. Please don't. God damn it, man. Alright, well, we will pit for tires because we have 54 laps on our tires, and we will be trying to pass everybody.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. That's it, go. Line up, single file. Catch that.
Alrighty, well, getting ready for the final start here. Or not final start, but, you know, a restart here. Yeah, we just gotta go. I'm actually tempted to wait maybe a little bit. I think there's gonna be a caution. Oh no, that guy's still sitting there. Well, let's hope he's not there when we get there. Hey, we win. That's actually our first Indy Open win. And only 8 people signed up, but, you know. Still a win, that's cool. Alright, so I'm going to go back to the start because I was actually curious to see what happened. Okay, so that's... I've seen that happen 2 times. Oh, the 2 car actually got on the inside of the 4 car. That's interesting. I don't know why there's smoke in the corner. That was weird. That was the start of the race. Alright, so this was our first caution. Guy in second place. Coming off the corner. Yeah, just, I guess, asking too much out of the front, which kind of made the car get on the rears a little too much. And then the rear end was the last thing holding on, and it snapped on him. Maybe even running a little too much bar, too. Alright, so this is caution number 2. We're going to back up a little bit to be on the straightaway. So these guys are battling. 6 car kind of misses the bottom. And then just pushes off the corner and then just runs over the 8 car. Oh my god. Alright, so here is our second to last caution. These guys are battling for position here. And the 3 car just, I guess, was going for the high side and just shot the gap and hit him in the right rear. This is what it looked like for Fabian. Alright, so here's our race results for Richmond. I mean, I know I'm going to be hard on myself because it was only one split and only a couple people showed up. But, I mean, we led 125 laps and we set the fastest lap. So, this is good for our points for the championship. But, yeah, hopefully we can maybe find a better split later in the week or something. But, yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed that. I know it's not the best watch when we're not, like, racing super hard. But, you know, we still had to kind of put the pedal to the metal there at the end to kind of get up there and maintain at the final 10 laps there. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed that. Y'all have a good rest of your week and peace.